Hello guys, today we're going to talk about Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law describes how objects are affected by forces.
There are two quantities that characterizes a force. Those are magnitude and direction.
The first is the strength or magnitude of your force. The second is the direction in which you are pushing or pulling, because a force has both a magnitude and a direction. It is a vector. A force is required to make an object start to move. It cannot move by itself.
A net force is defined as the sum of all forces exerted on an object. Also, the second part of the Newton's first law is even more interesting. It says that an object doesn't change its speed or its direction of motion unless a net force causes to it.
Newton's first law is sometimes referred to as the law of inertia. This is appropriate because the meaning of the word inertia is laziness. Loosely speaking, we can say that a matter is lazy, in that it doesn't change its motion unless forced to do so. For example, an object at rest doesn't start moving on its own. The tendency of an object to resist any change in its motion is referred to as inertia.
An object cannot change its velocity or its position unless a force is acting on it.
If you stop pushing a box, the box is not stopping by itself. It stops because of the friction between it and the floor. If you could eliminate the friction, the box will continue moving forever.
Here you can see how an object remains still unless a force is acting on it. Here we can see an example of net forces acting on something else. And thanks for watching.